carpet to chew on.
So
I'm gonna walk ahead and keep the rest of them behind me.
Kay and Heimdal walking through the centre. Flint and Arnold left, right, centre.
Left.
And Flint.
So keeping left.
Left is right.
Yep.
Take another turn, this time to the left again. 200 meters now, quite a long path, uneventful, but as you're moving forwards, it starts, for Kay and Heimdal, it starts creeping higher. By the time you get to the end of this stretch, it's sort of halfway up your chest now, and the pulse is actually, you can feel yourself being moved backwards each time the pulse moves, and you can feel at the top it moves a lot slower, but underneath the pulse, where it's more fluid, it's moving much quicker, so a little further and you might start to have to really sort of try to push through.
I'm gonna pull myself up.
Same there. Go on the right.
Okay. Kay, not a problem. Pull yourself up without any problems whatsoever. You're quite a nimble person when it comes to it. Heimdal, how dexterous are you?
I'm alright. I have celerity and things.
Oh no, you've got enough strength to push through, that's fine. You can get up. I'd take it careful, or at least until your boots dry out anyway. As you're moving along, the echoes are still there. Every step you take, every stone you knock, everything that moves, it echoes left. It's a little bit disorientating because the sound is bouncing all the way forwards, all the way back, and then just constantly echoing forwards and back. There is, when the noise comes from forwards now, it starts to sound a little bit sort of busy, a bit disorientating, but it's difficult to describe. It's not a clear sound as it comes back. It's slightly distorted. Think like radio static, just sort of mixed in. A weird thing to explain, but except for you, Arnold, because as you get to the end of this and take a quick look back, you can see in perfect daylight, and it was a full moon outside, so there must be some moonlight shining through, because you can see the shadow of something reflected. It's much larger than it should be, surely, because it's just distorted, but you can make out just the rough shape of some sort of large beast, maybe a cat of some sort, one of the big cats.
I think the cat's following us.
Oh.
I'm gonna look over my shoulder.
Nope.
Okay, mate. Whatever you say.
Look, there. It's a cat. Look.
Yeah, big cat. Yeah, I see it.
Must be the echoes getting to the poor chap.
Yeah.
As you continue, I'm sure you're all giving all the due time and respect to Arnold. As you turn the next corner, left again, you can see another platform, sort of sitting on the left and right sides, completely spread over, giving you a nice solid place to walk. It goes on, it's about half the length of the previous ones, maybe sort of 20 meters, 30 meters. It's a good distance though. You can see that again there's space underneath for the sewer to flow, and a small, ever so small gap if you wanted to get underneath and at least breathe. Not that you need to. On top of the platform, 2 items. One rusty barrel, one nice shiny beer barrel, lead on its side. And it appears to have a lot of fluid rather than liquid. Sort of viscous in places. Leaking out of the one that appears to have fallen over. as you can see there.
Oh, give him a map.
So,
What does it smell like?
here it smells a lot like a sewer. So there's lots of ammonia and it's really, really strong.
Okay, so the whatever the goo is not overpowering the rest.
It's not overpowering, but as I said, it's more of it's viscous rather than fluid. So it's more of a solid at the moment, so it might not be giving off as much in the way of gas and fumes, considering that this is a sealed tunnel that you're in. You've passed enough corners now that the wind outside isn't going to be reaching you, so there's nowhere for this gas to go. There's a little bit of air movement coming, sort of gently pushing towards you, but not very much.
Any obvious signs that this is a trap, besides the fact it's a trap?
I don't know what you mean. These are just two perfectly ordinary barrels. One is, so the rusted one that stood up it's like an oil drum size. A really big, decent oil drum size with no leaks, and it looks to be patched up, but old. The one that's on the ground, that's, think of like a large beer keg. And that looks to be, must be compromised underneath where it's led down flat. Because you can see it's sort of, it's more sort of gathered than sort of seeped out. Wits and awareness, okay. If you're going to pay particular attention. Let's say there's a 2 and a 5.
Would any help in demolitions help with this?
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah, I'll take that over. This seems incredibly important.
Oh no, you can draw on your blood. Remember, appetite is essential. You've got that blood for a reason. 3 successes. You can see that there is also some wiring of sorts going from the barrels, sort of just randomly going off and over the other edge of the platform. I'm sure it's nothing to be concerned about.
Just gonna say, they're on the other end.
As you look further past, there's a, believe it or not, a left-hand turn. You can see spray. You know, so you remember recently when Heimdal threw that high explosive into the filth and it sort of aerated and went everywhere. You can actually see it coming from round the corner, spraying up every so often, quite rhythmically. It's quite relaxing and soothing when you sort of disassociate what it actually is. Just sort of the randomness, the Mandelbrot as it sort of sprays against the sides and the ceiling. But bringing your eyes back down to those 2 barrels and the wire that Kay's brought your attention to.
We'll have a crack at it, Hanson. I'm gonna step back. He seems to know what he's doing, so why not?
So Kay is going to try and get there and separate the fuse they have, assuming before they get to it.
Funny you should say that, because those wires seem to go into the barrels. And the holes for the wires going in, there doesn't appear to be anything attached to the outside. So they seem to be going in. So you could probably go over there and cut them and hope that doesn't trigger them. Does anyone here dabble in science?
Yes.
Let's have a,
I also dabble in science.
anyone who wants
So
to
do
make
I.
some sort of intelligence and science-based roll. If you've got any specialism in chemistry or demolitions or anything like that, feel free.
Alright.
So, crikey.
A 6 crit. That's quite
Hold
decent.
that thought. Yeah, Kay. So that's napalm. You've seen homemade napalm before, the old styrofoam and whatnot. That's not homemade. You can probably tell with that sort of roll exactly what the criteria is for that and how little is needed to turn this entire tunnel from entrance to exit into... Remember that guy that you met further down? Yeah. So that's that. Arnold, someone's been mixing explosives. This appears to be something incredibly flammable. Heimdal, it looks like liquid. And Flint, you got 1 success, which is all you would need. Oh no, sorry. You've got 3. That's a shame. We wouldn't want the Nosferatu to get such a perfect roll to work out exactly what this is. And then the Tremere to sit there twiddling his thumbs. Have you ever read a book?
Me? Cool.
Yeah. Maybe you should take lessons from the Nos. Anyway. What are people doing?
Would you know how to defuse it safely?
Well, either you cut the wires so no one can send an electrical current, probably from a small handheld device, along and then to trigger, or if cutting it would send that pulse and then trigger, stopping that from happening. Because if you even yanked the wires out, that could send enough of a pulse if it's kept live. So, your options are...
Can we go beneath?
Yep, you saw Kay do that previously. All you
It's
do
not-
is submerge yourself totally in the sewer. This is, at this point, if you for the people that if you wanted to get in, you're going to be swimming against the current. And the current is now boom, 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 boom. It's like one of those lazy rivers, so you sort of lie back and float and just gradually be drawn along.
I mean, it's not that I don't trust Kay's diffusal skills, but I think I'm gonna jump into the water and,
Water.
yeah, I'm pretending it's water. And
I know what Kay's gonna do.
Okay, can you disarm this?
1 second. He's gonna activate Unseen Passage.
Make your rounds.
Duck down, maybe behind someone.
No pressure.
I know what he's doing. Arnold, step in front of him so he can hide.
And with that,
Performance anxiety.
one disgustingly ugly Nos less in the party.
What he's gonna do
Mm-hmm.
is, hopefully, he's gonna make his way across, assassinate the person with the fuse.
Okay. I like your plan. Are you articulating this to anyone as you have just disappeared? Remembering that the last action your coterie took was to throw a large incendiary grenade by your head.
Just a small whisper to Arnold saying, hide.
Okay.
He's got off.
Okay, Heimdal, Flint, Arnold.
If he just said hide, I would do the same. Find somewhere like I step behind Flint and hide.
Okay. Are you activating a power of the blood?
I obviously am. Not entirely behind Flint.
Everything's fine. Don't worry. But the two Nos are now no longer there.
And I get hungrier.
It doesn't
And
matter if you fail. Your beast very much has your back right now. Feel free to have as much blood, as much power as you need. Flint, it's you and the Grangrel.
Start walking across.
Okay. And Heimdal, what's your intention?
Well, the Nos disappear. I'm gonna probably yell out what the fuck, because I'm not used to people just disappearing. Look at Flint, like, what are we supposed to do?
Were you not diving in?
Unless covered, but yeah, I'm jumping
Okay,
into.
So, if you like to put yourself underneath.
I'm not going through.
No,
I'm waiting.
You're just in.
I'm just in. In case it goes boom, I'm gonna be ready to submerge myself.
I'm pressing on, mate. I'll see you on the other side.
Right then. So,
Alright.
Heimdall's just at the entrance to the platform. Arnold, you're out of sight to them.
Yeah, and Kay just told me to hide, so I am just at this moment in time.
Thing is, as more shadows sort of flow around you, you can feel, you know, when the bass kicks in, and it's the purr, the growl, the purrs. It sort of just it vibrates against your chest. You feel like physically hitting you, as if it's getting ever so close.
In which case, I'm going to try and bravely make my way past the barrel and away from the kitty cat.
Okay, move yourself where you'd like to be. And Kay, you're moving along. Where are you? Okay. Now, I'm thinking perhaps that Arnold was moving a little bit quicker than... so moving faster than slower. Not sort of speed rather than safety. Is that correct?
Yeah, still got a bit, equal fear to the...
Okay.
The big green...
You're not gonna step in the napalm?
No.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I'm afraid of a kitty cat, not stupid.
Okay, we can have you here. And Flint, you're probably going to be able to walk past the barrel. At least, let's have you drawn level with both of those barrels there. So both you and Arnold are sort of ground zero, should anything happen.
That'll be fine.
Okay. How stealthily are you trying to walk, Flint? So, solid metal platform.
Squelchy shoes.
Okay. You see the head and the two white eyes appear as it stares down towards Flint. Flint, you probably don't notice at the moment. Is your intention just to walk past everything and carry on? Okay. That's fine. Heimdal, you can see Flint moving down. No sign of the Nos. Flint's almost got to the other side now. Nothing's happened. Everything's fine. Coward.
I'm still walking this way, if I can go further.
Oh no, don't worry. We'll come to that shortly. But
there's a bomb. I'm assuming he's going to defuse it. He's not. The rest of them just moved like there's no bomb or a wire.
Well, you see Flint, but there's no sign of Kay or Arnold.
Yeah, but there was a bomb.
Just in the center. Flint didn't care. He just walked straight by.
He must be really good with fire, I assume. Like retardant, almost.
Or maybe he's just not a coward that hides and lets everyone else sort it all out for him.
I'm not a coward, I'm not being stupid. It's fire. I don't know what that viscous material is. I'm gonna dive and stay below water. Because I know fire can't get through whatever I'm swimming in. Hopefully. Unless I'm swimming in flammable material, which in that case I'm fucked.
That's fine.
But
Let the brave ones deal with it. You just hide.
I think it's another word for brave. Foolhardy.
Coward. What would Matthias say? Arnold. Scurry on by. As you look back, you do see again the shadow of the cat.
Okay. Bloody cat.
Arnold is done. Kay.
Yes.
I presume I'm seeing this guy fully by this point.
You can see eyes and head starts to sink down slightly, but you see something else come up just in front. You can see quite a mucky hand. What looks to be like yellow plastic with a yellow and blue, as if like there was a blue circle, a 3D circle on top of the yellow box. Slightly sort of it rises slightly proud that you could press it and
Like a
flash it
plunger of some description.
something similar.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
a button.
Yes.
So Heimdal is now underneath the two napalm explosive devices, and you're all basically in the tunnel, so pretty much you are all toast should something happen. No pressure. What are you going to do?
Is he holding the fuse?
He's got the detonator in his hand.
Take the detonator and hold a gun to his face.
So you're going to need to jump in. You've got the element of surprise. I'm sure you could jump in. You move much more quicker than mortals do. Let's just have a Dex and Athletics difficulty 2. You're jumping in. It says motion. Basically, you're going to grab it. What we're doing this roll for is to see if you press it when you grab it.
Let's just give a little bit of willpower for that one.
Or, actually no, burn willpower. Willpower is dangerous in large amounts for Kindred.
So, you were saying?
The other option is you could succeed at a cost.
What's the cost?
Well, you like everyone's secrets, don't you? I like their secrets too.
Ooh.
How's about... Flint the Tremere. The one the Primogen Tremere dislikes.
Deal.
He's very quiet and he always thinks and judges. He looks down on me. He thinks I'm less than he is. I want to know where he sleeps. Find his haven. Deal?
Thanks for the excuse. Deal.
Flint, you see the fluid move as if it looks like the predator has jumped in, and in a blink of an eye, you have Kay holding the explosive detonator, not by the button, and in the other hand, someone filthy, head to toe covered in shit. Again, blood-stained eyes, and just hatred burning into you. What do you do?
You got this sorted?
Say again?
As in to Kay, you got this sorted?
Does he need to live?
It's not my choice.
Yeah, drop him in. And keep the detonator.
Arnold?
Yeah.
Still in the shadows, you notice that this filthy man's hands start to grow. His fingers start to stretch. The nails form very, very sharp claws.
I'll shout, Kay, he's gonna claw you.
Heimdal, at this point, you emerge from the filth and the muck, face to face with some sort of monstrous shit-covered creature, holding on to a shit-covered creature with claws.
I'm gonna punch the one with claws.
Okay. Can I just check, Kay, do you have claws?
Well, he might have had his nails done at some point, but...
Not for the manicure.
Well, as you present a target, this will be an opposed roll, because this one's going to try and claw you back. So, strength and brawl, sound good?
Yeah. Can I rouse for prowess?
Well, why not? You've already murdered one poor innocent mortal. Why not two?
This has claws. This is no more. A little bit of hunger gain.
Well, difficulty 4.
He's no innocent mortal.
You'll need to greatly outnumber those successes if you want to not take some bit of damage yourself, but attack away.
Can I rouse for prowess and a normal? Or is that too much? Like a search?
So you can rouse the blood, you can also activate a power, you can heal, you can do a variety of different things all at once if you want to. Let's burn through that hunger.
I'm gonna search
Get the
my
voice
strength
louder in the background.
for hunger.
Nom 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 nom.
I'm about to let out Heimerdinger.
You know that you've got a really good sense of smell, Heimdal.
Yep.
This guy's blood is very, very strong. The rage that fires it. Oh,
Tasty, maybe.
no. Tastier than you've ever smelled. Tastier than hers.
Then I'm gonna grab a hold of him and not punch him if I'm allowed to do that.
Bite away.
I'm gonna sink my fangs into this
Sink
fucker.
your fangs into that filth-coloured neck.
9 with a messy crit.
How strong a grip have you got on the detonator, Kay?
If you remember, I dropped him, and I think this might give instinctive to move away.
Is it enough successes to not
Hold that thought.
because otherwise I will power.
Hold that thought. Kay backs away. The sewer rat brings out its claws, takes a swipe. Heimdal ignores it. Chunks fall out. He just leans forward, caresses that filthy sodden hair, strokes, grabs hold, rips its head to the side. You hear the snap before leaning in, sinking his teeth in. And he doesn't so much feed as tear violently left and right, shaking, trying to bring out the very last drop. Is your intention to take their last beat? To consume everything? All of this wonderful vitae?
Everything. everything. If it's delicious, then everything.
I was going to say, if Arnold had time, he would sneak behind and try and bite as well, because he's rather hungry.
Oh, no, this is my prey.
Right. Are you biting the rat or Heimdal? Just clarifying for me.
The clawed one.
This is going to be a strength and athletics to get hold of. You know, a terrier when it bites into something and then it just violently shakes its head to just try and snap and kill. This is what's happening, but on a much more brutal scale.
Okay. I'm quite hungry. I really do need to feed. And I'm really injured as well.
Okay, go for it.
One success.
As I said, my prey.
You can... Yeah, no, you're not grabbing into his arm. You might have to sort of head under the fluid to grab part of the leg.
Oh.
But if you're willing to do it, at least you can take a point.
Yeah. As I go under, I hold the scarf up as I bite someone underneath.
Gotcha. Take a point of hunger away, and any strength rolls you make until you feed again, you add 2 dice. Just
Okay.
make a note of that. Heimdal. 2 points of superficial damage from tearing and ignoring its attack. Put yourself on 0.
Does my vest do anything? I assume it's somewhere else.
No, this so it was clawing at your head. You, Heimerdinger didn't care.
Yeah. it's
Ignored,
fine.
went in, laughed, and then tore its throat out and drained it dry. So, your thirst is quenched, and it always takes you a lot to do that. But for some reason, that voice gets very quiet, and you've got that moment of tranquility where you've got your own thoughts and no one else's. But the problem is you now feel incredibly powerful, strong. You are the alpha. You are in charge. Any rolls you make that include strength, intimidation, or anything to exert that power, you will get 2 additional dice until you feed again. Whatever this was, you want more of it, and you want it now. Kay, opening the device, removing the wires, it's nothing for you. The napalm is safe.
I'm not removing the wires.
Oh, I was just checking. What are you doing with the device that you could detonate with the touch of a finger?
Well, seeing as how I've just witnessed that, he has reason to maybe keep that little device working for the moment.
What, just in case?
Just in case.
Mutually assured destruction.
We all are a little mad.
Flint, you do see this thought pattern as Arnold ducks under to try and grab a leg. Lessers,
Sounds hungry.
what are you gonna do?
Question. Is this kindred enough to feed my addiction?
As I said, your thirst is quenched.
But yeah. Okay. Yes.
It normally takes Alyssa to satisfy you, but this is more than enough.
Oh, delicious. I'm gonna say that out loud.
Thirst is more than quenched by whatever he was.
Oh. And my addiction to kindred blood as well.
As I said,
I feel
you
great.
feel fucking amazing.
Yeah.
You're bulletproof. What's the worst that could happen?
Might even let out a little roar.
Arnold, it must be getting closer.
Yeah. Oh. Right, we gotta move. Cat's coming.
Fuck the cat. I can kill the cat.
Arnold, would you like to use any of your blood to try and rouse and heal some of those wounds?
If I could, that would be most appreciated.
So you can feel free to rouse as often as you would like.
I would like to as well.
There you go.
Hey.
You don't even get hunger as some of the tears mend themselves.
Okay. All right.
And again.
That's not me, but Heimdal. Hey.
There you go.
How can I keep going?
Yeah, you can keep going for as long as you like.
Okay, that's enough now.
As some of the hunger returns.
Yeah.
Going for the last one. Oh, I feel great. It's fantastic.
Did you fail any of those rouses, Heimdal?
No, I feel great.
This is what happens. Stop hiding. Stop being a coward.
You're
Stand
absolutely
out.
right.
Fight for what you believe in.
Oh, yeah. Ready to
Flint.
kick some ass.
You must feel perfectly safe in the circumstances and perfectly happy with the coterie.
Yeah, anyway.
So, people, what are you doing?
Moving along. I feel great. Ready to take on anything.
On the left, on the right, or through the middle?
I'm gonna...
On the left.
Arnold,
Yes.
how close is the cat?
I look behind me. How close can I see the cat?
You see the shadow, but it's you know when it's really stretched out, so you know it's from quite far away.
Yeah.
But you get the sense it knows. You can feel that it knows that you're looking, that you're trying to gauge, and it recedes not much, just slightly, as if it's trying to make it difficult for you to understand, difficult for you to gauge.
Okay.
But
You think I could roll just to get an indication?
wits and occult.
Okay.
Because this isn't really sort of following the rules of physics, as you know. No, good.
All
Good.
successes.
No. It could be at the last platform, possibly, or just one more turning away. You're sure
Okay.
that it's at least 2 corridors, but not much more than that. Surely.
That's what I'll tell Kay.
Although,
Oh.
there's no moonlight anywhere near here. You've taken 3 or 4 lefts by now, so there's no way the moonlight's behind the cat now. So how the shadows are showing, who knows?
I think it's some sort of shadow cat thing, Kay.
We could make a lot of light.
How far does that stretch?
If we wait a minute for it to get closer.
Okay. It knows. It seems to have stopped. I think it knows that I know. Is it moving again?
Doesn't seem to be.
I start
But-
taking a few steps backwards.
It doesn't move, but the sense of danger increases. You can feel anger, you can feel rage, you can feel intention.
I think it wants to eat me.
It's just the thought of Flint was seen. He was let past. Maybe it wasn't for us.
Also, we're here on the behest of the prince.
At the mention of the prince, could everyone please make a frenzy check, difficulty 2, difficulty 4 for Arnold?
That's not good.
Well then, so we have
Correct.
That
Arnold.
is not right.
Well, my one.
Oh,
So we have Arnold. We have Heimdal.
Oh, that's better. Actual dice system.
So, Kay. Does that appear to look like you've failed to control your beast? I'm asking because there are lots that flew through. Yes. So, on an unrelated note, both Kay and Arnold turn and pelt forwards as you all hear what sounds like it's a roar, it's a growl, something unholy echoes through. Kay and Arnold, either in fear or intelligence, flee forwards.
If I can go, Kay, press a button, press a button, press a button.
Unfortunately,
quickly.
Kay has quite
Yeah.
literally just tossed it into the air. Which brings I think I'm probably going to go to Flint. You see Kay has tossed the detonator up into the air and then charged forwards. It looks like it could possibly land on the platform. Who knows? It's like when when you butter bread
toast.
and you toss it. Is it going to land button side down? Heimdal, Flint.
Yeah.
What's your intention?
Not waiting around for any of the shenanigans. I'm already going. Like, I feel great, and I just want to move on. Whatever's with the cat, and I don't care.
Yeah, I'll press on.
Perfect. So, unfortunately, you hear it land. Well, it's not a thud, not a solid noise, more of a squelch. As it seems to have missed the platform ever so slightly, and is now in the sewer underneath. But left, right, straight on. Well, we know Arnold and Kay have just dived headfirst into the fluid, so that's fine. Scarf and all. The good
Low
news
blow,
is,
man. Low blow.
The good news is that the beastly flurry that's sending you forwards, as you turn the corner, as you start fighting through, you're struggling. You're actually sort of every two forwards, you're coming one back, but you almost tire out your beasts in just exhaustion to fight. You have to physically bring yourselves up and climb onto the sides because the force now is so strong to fire it around. You can see the next corner, it's hit it's a left turn. As the sewage comes to the corner, it hits the side and it's just exploding. It's so powerful. The jets are it's sort of like a shit tornado of different sorts of texture and fluid, and it's misting everywhere. But after pulling yourselves up and bringing yourselves closer to the corner, you feel more calm. Your beasts relax somewhat, and you can see what appears to be light out of this left-hand turn, shining, illuminating all the little facets of solids in the mist, all glint and shine. There's what appears to be sunlight beams out into the sewer. And the closer you get, the better you feel, the calmer you are, and the quieter the voice.
Proper getting light, I'll turn off my Oblivion sight.
You can see as if it were day.
Where are we, Kay? What time is it?
Good job, I think.
Well, if you check the time, it's about 8, half 8. In winter, you lost daylight about 5 o'clock. When you pause, when you hesitate, Heimdal appears to be incredibly confident. He gets much further than you, forcing his way through the slurry that passes by. You again, Heimdal. Sorry, even you're going to have to climb up, but
Yeah.
you see the entrance. It's warm. It's relaxing. It's familiar.
Is this my neighbor?
Your neighbor?
The treatment facility.
Well, it's funny you should make that connection. You being in a sewer with all this sewage.
I don't know how it works.
Eh, might be, might not be. It's probably connected somewhere. As you see, you're a few paces away from the left turn. You're going to have to sort of walk through the mist. But the closer you get, you see the sewage is underneath. You're stood on the ledge, and the sewage sort of comes out, but violently. From underneath, a lovely mosaic ledge in sort of pastel blues and whites. One quick step through the mist, you're in a wonderful, bright, well-appointed place. The mist doesn't seem to enter the threshold. You turn around and you can see the sewage pumping out violently from underneath, hitting the wall and heading around to the right. Nothing comes through. You find yourself on a pretty much a ledge. So think a long room, oblong, maybe 20, 30 meters long. Quite tall, really quite high. Maybe the full height of the cliff that you entered not that long ago. Now, the ledge that you're on, maybe a meter wide, all left and right, and then it sort of steps down, maybe drops down just sort of knee height, and all of the room past this point appears to be filled with perfectly clear, beautiful, sparkling water. There are 9 pillars in the center. They don't need to be holding the roof up. It's more decorative. And in the center there appears to be a grate of some sort. Could be a sewer grate or something. It looks to be damaged as the whatever's guarding it's been sort of twisted and turned away. And at the end of the room, 3 sort of objects, long long stone objects. Could be anything. Could be altars or plinths, or could even be sort of sarcophagi, that sort of thing. But the thing with this room is the mosaics. They're all sort of, you get a Mediterranean vibe. It's all blues and the occasional sort of dark ochres and browns. But the more you look, you can see that there's a pattern. And they sort of go around the room. They start from the bottom and spiral, rising around the walls higher and higher in a clockwise direction. And every now and then you can see lovely golden mosaics. Occasionally the mosaics are larger as they sort of get higher up into the top of the building. And you find yourself, just for a few moments, just following to the top, to the ceiling, and then the spiral in the ceiling comes closer, and as it approaches the pillars, the eight pillars, as the spiral gets in, you see that there's a hole in the ceiling, which goes up to possibly like the insides of a bell tower of some sort. It's ornately carved, but you can see briefly from where you are. There must be holes up there because there are shafts of sunlight that shine down. And these beams just seem to sort of dot around the centre of the grate. Not violently, not oppressively, not enough to scare your beast or make you run screaming from the room. It's just decorative. And you take a moment just to realise this is probably the first time you have seen the sun. Those beautiful, warm, rejuvenating rays of light. The first time you've seen them in quite a long time. At which point, your coterie enters behind and takes in the sights as well. For the sake of the description, if you look on Roll20,
Storyteller.
and Rolls20's being a pain in the ass again. Why wouldn't it be doing that?
I get a feeling I might be making a few checks.
I think so too.
I'm gonna look at Flint and say, Elminster, I think this is your domain.
Yeah, funny that.
For all of you, the weight of the day seems to have fallen from your shoulders. Whatever was happening with the cat outside and in here, your beasts are silent. No little noise, no little words, no jibes, no tugging, no yearnings, nothing at all. In here, everything is lovely and tranquil. As you can see, we have in the room the 8 pillars surrounding what appears to be a broken sewer gate or water gate. There's water everywhere from the ledge, from the front all the way to the back of the room. The spirals go in that clockwise direction. For the keener-eyed of you, you can see on the pillars are mosaicked as well, but anti-clockwise, floor to ceiling.
Can I try and work out what occultish thing's going on here?
Are you doing that by yourself, or are you collaborating with anyone?
I'll be happy to collaborate with. I'm gonna say, anyone understand the occult of this? Like, there's light and.
Yeah, just give me a moment. I'm gonna.
I'll give you a hand.
Thank you.
I'm gonna have a good wash.
Oh, are you stepping in the water, Heimdal?
Oh, definitely. I'm covered in shit.
Left? Are you jumping in? Are you bending down to touch the water? Are you stepping in? I need to know what's going in first.
Everything. I'm just gonna fall in.
Face first, back, forward, or backwards?
I mean, I'm calm. It seems like I'm just gonna like drop in if I can. Just like
Storyteller, occult and intelligence.
And I presume you get a +1 for my help.
Sorry, one moment.
No.
Right, we'll come back to Heimdal. Heimdal will freeze in time before he touches the water.
Sure.
Flint, intelligence and occult. If you're collaborating with Arnold, you can have an extra dice on the roll. Kay?
Would Kay do a quick wits investigation specifically for if there's any symbols he might recognize? He knows certain ones that he might have to stay away from.
Kay, make your roll. It's going to be difficulty 2 because if you can't see it, you can't see it. Right then. So, Kay, no, you don't find. There are crescents. There are lots of crescent moons and crescents, but there are no overtly occult, overtly religious symbols that you can see. But here, normally, your chest would tighten just at the thought of them being present, but here, none of that. Everything is calm. Flint. Oh, crikey. Okay. Well, between the pair of you, this is a range of different things, from something as simple as magical geometry to intelligent design. Whereas people here may be seeing a lovely mosaic room, a little bit of plaster here and there, possibly fix it up, put some magnolia on it and resale. You can see layers upon layers. You can see the paths. You can see the spiral that starts in the center is the path, and it follows. It's one thread, one golden thread that moves throughout. Every mosaic in this room has a purpose. Every part of this room has a purpose. The web that is strung moves from the grate, eventually to the ceiling, to where the sunlight comes in. There's lines of mosaic that pass through other lines. It shouldn't be able to, but it does. The laws that govern nature don't seem to apply in this room. But you find yourself, the more you focus, the more you're becoming locked in. You can feel the compulsion. You can feel it pulling and trying to control your gaze. Luckily, you've seen things like this before, so you are at least guarded and pull away. This room has power and purpose. As splash, Heimdal lands into the water and loses all of his rage, all of his anger. For once, Heimdal, you are at peace with the world. You clean yourself and you feel refreshed and relaxed. More relaxed than you have since you were embraced. Remove any of your temporary willpower damage, any of your superficial. As you rinse yourself off, you can see the filth just sort of bursting away, giving a lovely sort of brown cloud around him, before slowly returning to its lovely crystal clear and tranquil. No sign of the muck and filth that was once there. And Heimdal looks relaxed. He's smiling. And he hasn't killed something, so something must be wrong. Kay, I see you've stepped in.
He's looked for any danger. Can't currently see any, so...
No, take
Wash
a
off?
step in. You can clean yourself off. The dirt falls away easily. Restore your clothing to the nice sort of relaxed state that it was prior. The smell seems to have gone as well, actually, now you come to think of it. Even though some of you are still caked in filth, it smells clear and pleasant, almost fresh, like a sea breeze. Flint, Arnold. Heimdal appears to be sort of just floating on his back. Kay is cleaning himself off. They don't seem to have melted yet, so what are you two doing?
This place is definitely magical.
It's definitely magical, Flint. Have you ever seen anything like this before?
I've seen places of power. This is exceptional workmanship.
Ooh.
I want to live here.
One thing I forgot to mention, Flint.
Yeah.
It's when the sea breeze hits you. It's salt water.
Yeah.
In the air. Has Flint travelled much around the world?
Probably not that much. Mostly in the UK.
Okay, it's different to the coast that you would normally have been. But you know how smells can be hardwired in our brain.
Yeah.
And can sort of bring focus. With you can't stop but looking up to the ceiling. And it might be the sunlight that's sort of just playing on the air, playing on the wind. Something glints and draws your eye, and you see on the pillars, on the insides where the sun is bouncing off of the mosaics. The glints are not the mosaics, but solid golden sections, bricks almost.
Yeah.
And something stirs inside. Something, what was it called? I'm not saying you've got the urge of a Nosferatu to understand and to know, but
Yeah.
with 6 successes, you know something that you don't. You don't quite know what it is, but you know they play a specific part in it.
Yeah.
And it's sort of, you can look, you can see, but if you look away, you find your gaze just returning time after time.
Do I see how they interact with the rest of the room?
The reflection of the sun on these bricks meet every golden mosaic in the room. Every glint travels exactly to another, to another, to another. Every ray that's reflected hits one of these golden mosaics. And this is where you become incredibly aware of the sunlight that's passing around this room.
Yeah.
So if you were to, say, walk any further than the row of pillars, there's a good chance that you may cross one of these beams of light, for good or for bad.
Okay.
But you're not scared of them. Well, who knows? It's normally your beast that claws control of your body when it needs to.
Yeah.
But there's no peep, no sound from them.
Okay.
Arnold?
Arnold's trying to work out if it's a good idea to go in the water or if it's a really bad idea.
Is Arnold looking for sharks? Or
Not necessarily sharks, it's just like going, this is a magical room with magical probably water. Experimentation rather, or...
Well, as the academic of the group,
Yeah.
you've seen 2 people into the water. One's completely immersed themselves. Flint does look a little bit preoccupied. He can't seem to tear his gaze away from something. And if anything you might be saying to him, probably just getting a few, yeah,
Okay.
Seems-
I bet I don't have any test tubes or anything like that on me, which would be very handy at this stage.
Well, you prepared yourself to go to Elysium. What did you bring?
Yeah. Don't think I would have brought test tubes to Elysium, unfortunately. But I'm going to...
Now, I think you've probably got some sort of receptacle. I'm sure, whether it's a bottle or some such. You wouldn't go anywhere without being able to have something. So
Yeah.
it's perfectly reasonable that you might be able to take a small sample.
I'll put my hands into the water carefully, trying to keep most of my hand and the
They
burnt
feel-
glove.
So with or without the glove was that? Sorry.
Well, it's got the glove on, but it's got big burn marks across the palms, hasn't it?
No. Perfect. Wonderfully lovely, clean gloves. The
Ooh,
fi-
gloves of refill.
No, I know. It's clean, perfect, pristine. Not a mark on them.
Okay. I test it with the scarf, slowly put it in. You know, like those very sort of aerial sort of adverts where you put it in and it like comes out clean to see if it works like that.
It's as it goes in, a bit like the filth dropping into the pool of water outside.
Yeah.
It's the water just clouds, and then in a few heartbeats, it just dissipates and returns to being perfectly clear. With a lovely clean scarf. If only you didn't have to leave via the sewer.
But I will also take the sample as well and put that somewhere safe.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry.
Yes.
Are you just carrying on cleaning, doing what you need to do?
Honestly, missing the smell. But there's sunlight.
So you're going to go and pay attention to sunlight. So inside, these the 8 pillars with plenty of room, with what would be the 9th in the centre is the broken grate in the ground. The closer you get, you can see that the water isn't level above the ground. It's slightly it's rising at the very centre, as if water's being brought in through that vent, and the force of the water's raising it somewhat. But yeah, the sunlight is just beams dotted around the circle of the grate. You're going to go and try and touch the sun.
Just like poke the finger in just slightly.
Okay, Flint.
Yep.
You were saying?
The gold bricks, are they only in the ceiling?
The large bricks appear to be on the inside of the 8 pillars, and the golden mosaics are in the thread, the spiral. Ceiling, you need to sort of get up on someone's shoulders. It's quite a distance.
Yeah, no, that's not happening.
I can toss you.
No, you can. Cheers. Thank you. Thank you.
Right, before I come to Kay, Arnold, anything else you'd like to be doing?
If there's anything more I can find, discover in the room, I would like to keep looking.
Well, there's the mosaic patterns that Flint seems to be interested in. You've got the pillars. At the back of the room, 3 either altars or large stone objects stand quite high up out of the water. The centre one much larger. You've got the sewer grate in the centre. The walls are solid all the way along. Solid wall at the back. The mosaic covers the lot, goes up to the ceiling, and in the centre, above the sewer grate, in the ceiling, there's a hole which goes up into it's like the inside of a bell tower. But as you get closer, you can see that there are like a bell tower, but with slots open, and you can see sunlight beaming through. You do take a moment. You haven't seen the sun for a while. It's
I'd
different.
probably just look towards the sun. Does it feel right?
It does. You can, without even getting close to it, you can feel warmth. That the rejuvenating feel of that when you used to just on a warm sunny day step out into the cool breeze and just relax. It's something you've missed without realizing. It's been so long since you've seen the sun.
I think Arnold would have like a pen and paper, and he starts making notes of the room. And while there, gets out one of his last blood bag and sips on it as he's drawing. Just wishing he had his little china cup so he could sit there and really enjoy the warmth.
Remove 2 dots of hunger as you sip. Heimdal. What are you doing? You sit, you relax, your beast is quiet, and for the first time in weeks, you are at peace.
I mean, this is not my area of expertise, but people are And Arnold and Flint, they look pretty preoccupied, so I'm just gonna ask, anything you want to share with the class, or you're just gonna admire everything that's going on?
Well, what can I say, mate? This place is exceptional. There's a lot of deliberate magical architecture here, a lot of sort of deliberate geometric patterns that are intersecting with each other, and various lines of magic.
I mean, do you think the sun is real?
Both yes and no.
Well, I can say the water feels amazing, and
I'll dip a toe with that advice.
I'm actually gonna try to drink some of it. I'm curious. I have a scientific mind.
Okay.
I'm
One
not
moment.
sure if I can keep it down since it's not blood, but just like I'm trying to swallow just a little bit.
If Arnold sees this, he will then look and is ready to make a note to see what happens.
What, to go and help him, or just to make notes?
Just to make notes.
Right, gotcha.
Our teamwork here is incredible.
Priorities.
No
I need
animals
you
were
to
harmed
make-
during this testing.
I need you to make a composure and resolve roll. Difficulty 2. You cannot rouse at the moment. If you try and draw on any power of the beast, there's no answer.
And I assume this is not holy shit.
There's no... Now, you are a very, very specific individual when it comes to this, because any attempt for something holy and good falls on deaf ears with you. But this isn't the case. Right now, just composure and resolve as you taste.
Fitting up this. Oh, sure. It's alright.
Now, you've tasted vitae, but you've tried to drink beer, to eat food, to do the things of mortal life, and ash on your tongue. Whereas this is crystal clear water, cool, refreshing, and it just tastes of purity. You literally not expecting this, as you feel filth and taints leave you. Remove your stains. As you relax and the guilt falls away from all your actions, as you just feel pure, tranquil. And by contrast, we'll now turn to Kay.
I just want to say
Yes.
to Arnold, it's amazing. And I can even taste the water.
Kay, which finger, which hand?
Pinky left hand.
Okay. Right-handed, I guess?
Yes.
Is anyone watching? I'm sure the two scientists we have here, Flint and Arnold, are paying close attention. Arnold maybe even be on a separate page of his notebook.
Yeah, turn the page.
Waiting. Heimdal, are you watching?
I'm still on my back. I think I'm looking at Arnold.
See, pinky goes. And just as you touch, this is where the lights fade, the music stops, and the story pauses for our brave adventurers tonight. I'm sure we can deal with that next session and find out what happens to Kay. I'm sure everything will end well.
He'll just burst in flames. It's fine.
You won't missing that hand, it'll be fine.
I don't know why I immediately, when you asked about the hand, like he's putting in this one, and the other one turns to fire.
Yeah, no, I'm putting this pinky and then all my arm into the other one.
Yeah.